Wells Fargo Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania was packed with an excited WWE Universe for the big show of the WrestleMania weekend, the April 5th edition of Friday Night Smackdown. And we had lots going on. We had the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, as well as the build to other big matches on the show. But we started things off with a KO show featuring Randy Orton, and they talked about their mutual hatred of Logan Paul. The Maverick appeared on the Titantron live from the WrestleMania XL stage. They decided to go and meet Paul at the stadium next door. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller were under the ring and appeared a little too late, running after the faces. Everyone involved in the segment just seemed to be off with the roar of a jam-packed crowd and the air of the shows on the horizon. That's understandable. Still, it was fun to have KO and Orton agree that hating the Maverick was worth more than even teasing turning on one another. With that including the follow-up, this segment was surprisingly short as a SmackDown opener, but WWE set a fun little storyline for the rest of the card, which I thought worked well and definitely added some intrigue for the rest of the night. But moving on into the Giant Battle Royal, the big man dominated this match. Ivan Bontis and Reed to work together to eliminate the Alpha Academy before a final clash that ended with Mr. Nice Guy clotheslining the Viking to the floor. The right man won a very sloppy battle royal. While there was a ton of talent in this one, no one really seemed to be on the same page. The choreography was obvious throughout, combined with the same spots that might have put some talent in the concussion protocol. Still, WWE got a ton of wrestlers on WrestleMania weekend spotlight, and Reed finally got a deserved victory. Mr. Nice Guy has big momentum too after a win over Sami Zayn. With the battle royal coming and guarantees a shot, Reed should get an IC title opportunity pretty soon, whether that be against Zayn or Gunther. Either one, I think they would have a pretty fun match, that's for sure. Before Logan Paul made a surprise appearance in the Wells Fargo Centre, revealing he tricked Orton and Owens. A video showed Austin Theory and Grayson Waller searching for them. The Maverick realised he was surrounded by Owens and Orton. KO stunned Paul following an RKO from Orton. This was the funniest part of all this, was the confidence and the confusion of the heels. Theory and Waller sold how much they were shocked by Orton and KO getting past them. WWE probably could have stretched this out a bit longer, but it was starting to tease absolutely no dissension between the faces, making it less obvious how the triple threat will go at WrestleMania, so I can see how they did it, how they did. Zelina Vega then took on Elektra Lopez. Rey Mysterio was the only man in Zelina Vega's corner, while Escobar, Dirty Dom and Andrade also supported Lopez. A distraction by Dom allowed Elektra Lopez to hit Elektra Shock for the win. Afterwards, the ex-con and Escobar tried to beat down Rey, but Alilo turned on him, saving Rey and Vega. It seems WWE decided to go in a different direction at the last minute. Andrade was supposed to be in the Battle Royal and said he's now likely to take Dragon Lee's place in the tag match. While it's good to see Andrade was not forgotten for Mania, there was no rush to take Dragon out of it, and shame for him unless he's got an injury, of course. The conversation is more important than the match, because unfortunately no chemistry here. Didn't really make it a great match, but I think the right one won at least, but 5 out of 10. Before Naomi and Bianca Belair came out to talk about their history with Damage Control, then brought out Jade Cargill. The Storm promised to make Damage Control pay for getting in their way. Since the feud only really took off last week, a promo like this was really important. Cargill further explained why she chose to stand beside Bianca and Naomi. More importantly, it's clear that this will likely be the only beginning for the Storm fighting Damage Control. If Io retains against Bayley, she has multiple interesting challenges on the horizon, but I don't think that'll happen. I think Bayley will get the win, so be interesting to see where it all goes from here, all those involved. And we can't forget the women's tag titles are also in the mix as well, and they can definitely do a boost before it's time for the New Catch Republic taking on A-Town Down Under. While Theory and Waller found their groove earlier, they were still outmatched by the sheer chemistry of Bate and Dan. New Catch Republic won it with an assisted burning hammer. The Judgment Day struck off as laying out all 4 men while Rhea Ripley directed traffic. This was a great showcase for all 4 men who will play a key role in the ladder match on Saturday. The back and forth tag team action was nearly non-stop. Bate continues to fit right in on the main roster, and Dunn has finally landed with a return of his name and more in sadistic focus. Waller and Theory showed out well as well, and the post-match beatdown by Judgment Day looked them dangerous at the same time, and also built into a match where they're going to be in serious trouble, presumably to get an uplifting babyface win. So good stuff. LA Knight then delivered his final words for AJ Styles, and the whole crowd was behind him and selling the most important match of his career. He promised to put the boots to his hated rival. While the $1 Million Megan Star didn't add anything to this match with the P1, the WWE took advantage of the hot crowd to remind everyone why Knight is still the top guy. The crowd was responding so well tonight, and it felt like the entire crowd was cutting the promo with him. It sold what should be a monumental difference in crowd reaction. by the time you get to WrestleMania XL Night 2. So yeah, for me that really works, and yeah, that was great stuff. Before it was time for Jey Uso versus Solo Sikoa. Solo beat down Jey throughout a largely one-sided battle. Jey then woke up and saw the Samoan Spike coming, reversing into a super kick, spear and Uso splash. Jimmy Uso broke the pinfall up to cause a DQ. Solo and Jimmy look ready to beat down Jey, but Cody and Seth freaking Rollins arrive. This sent Solo to the floor, and then Jey splashed his brother. The American Nightmare promised that he, Rollins and Jey would walk out victorious at WrestleMania. Rose then promised a better story would begin after he defeated Roman Reigns. Jey versus Sikoa is a match that could be great down the line. The night was about the in-ring action, though. The pacing of the match was not helped by the TV format. They rushed to the finish so that Rose and Rollins could arrive to stand tall, and it was a welcome sight to end it with the baby faces on top, and yeah, obviously send the crowd happy. So 7 out of 10. And overall, Smackdown gets 6 out of 10 from me. I think, yeah, on the whole, it's a decent episode of Smackdown. There wasn't much that really needed to be done. I think a lot of it had already been up, and we've got a few fun matches. I'm pleased for Bronson winning the Battle Royal. But yeah, on the whole, there wasn't too many key takeaways that we can take into the show as shows. Okay, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials. Link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.